Hello, Cheryl here, the No Sugar Coach. Today is day 68 of my carnivore experiment. I enjoyed a few days of just eating eggs and fatty fish, and that was really good. But now I'm ready to go back to more meat varieties and perhaps include a little bit of cheese as a condiment. It can be a pretty slippery slope for me to include cheese. So if it starts to, be a problem, if I start to have too much or, I have it too often, then I'll have to cut it out again. It's something that, I've struggled with in the past. So I'm treading lightly. This morning, for instance, I enjoyed some fried loose ground beef and I just topped it off with a little bit of feta cheese. It gave a nice salty flavor and it felt like a real treat. Now, for the rest of the experiment, I will stick to the classic carnivore diet and see what happens. So, mostly a variety of assorted meats and a touch of cheese from time to time. As I've mentioned before, so far weight loss has been negligible, which to be honest is somewhat frustrating and disappointing, but enough about that. Um, I'm I'm forever an optimist, so I will keep going to the end of the 90 days. It was a promise that I made to myself, and I always keep my promises. So now some of you have asked, what I will do once the experiment is over. Well, I know I will resume my low carb lifestyle, keeping the carbs at or below 20 total grams. Basically, it looks a lot like a ketovore diet with just a few more leafy greens. So probably a small salad. The bulk is always animal based with a little added fat if the meat is lean. Now, I believe in a sugar free lifestyle, which for me also means not eating anything that is sweet tasting because, frankly, it sets off cravings like crazy. So, no artificial sweeteners, no keto or low carb desserts. I'm not trying to replace what I used to eat. What I used to eat got me into a lot of trouble, so I'm not going back there. All that stuff just keeps you trapped in the addiction. And, the cravings don't go away, and you're always thinking about food. At breakfast, you think about lunch, and then you think about the midday snack, and then you think about dinner, and then you think about dessert. And it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. You're always in your head all the time, and it's tiring and it's frustrating. Some people wake in the middle of the night and they just have to eat something, because if they don't, they can't even get back to sleep. This is not normal behavior. It's a condition called night eating syndrome. Now, although night eating syndrome is not actually classified as a sugar addiction, there are some connections between the two. Now, more research is still needed, to fully understand the relationship between night eating syndrome and sugar addiction, but there are definite overlapping factors that may contribute to both conditions, and I will talk about that in tomorrow's video. For now, just know that for as long as we eat sweet tasting things, artificial or not, the cravings will continue. Sugar and sweet tasting foods just make daily life way more challenging than it needs to be. Sugar is something to be avoided if good health and peace of mind is what you're looking for. So more on night eating syndrome tomorrow. But, that's it for an update from me today. Let me know what you think. If you need help quitting sugar, I can help you by doing an evaluation and providing you with a proper diagnosis. Find out once and for all if you have an addiction or not. All it takes is a 20-minute free discovery call with me. I've provided a link in the notes below. Just contact me and we can have a chat. There's no obligation needed. So, that's about it. Until tomorrow, eat well, be kind to yourself, and keep a smile on your face. Bye bye.